Imagine you walk through your life with a shield. It is the first thing you reach for in any interaction. The shield is made of two simple, powerful words. I'm sorry. Someone bumps into you in the hallway. Oh, I'm sorry, you say. You need to ask a question. I'm sorry to bother you, but... You begin to share a feeling. I'm sorry, I'm being too sensitive, but... You apologize for the weather. You apologize for taking up space. You apologize for the very act of your own existence. It is a reflex. A nervous tick. A piece of punctuation for your life. And you have become so used to it, you may not even notice you're doing it. But if you have ever felt a quiet shame after apologizing for something that was not your fault, if you have ever wondered why your words are so often coated in a layer of unnecessary guilt, then this is for you. Because your compulsive I'm sorry is not a sign of your politeness. It is not a sign of your humility. It is a profound and deeply ingrained survival strategy. It is a trauma response that you learned in a world that taught you that your very presence was a problem to be managed. And the first step to putting down the shield is understanding why you were forced to pick it up in the first place. Let's be clear. A genuine apology, an acknowledgement of wrongdoing, is a beautiful and necessary act of connection. But the compulsive I'm sorry we are talking about today is not that. It is not a true apology. It is a preemptive peace treaty. It is a de-escalation tactic. It is a desperate plea for safety. This strategy is almost always forged in the high-stakes classroom of childhood. It is often learned in a home that was emotionally volatile or highly critical. As a child, you learned that the moods of the adults around you were like unpredictable weather. A storm could erupt at any moment. And you, a small and powerless child, discovered a piece of magic. If you said I'm sorry quickly, whether you did anything wrong or not, sometimes the storm would pass. Sometimes the anger would soften. Sometimes the tension would ease. I'm sorry became your shield against the rage of others. It was not an admission of guilt, it was a plea for the fighting to stop. Sometimes it is learned by the parentified child. You were the one who felt responsible for the emotional well-being of your caregivers. If your parent was sad, or stressed, or unhappy, you felt, on a deep level, that it was your job to fix it. Your I'm sorry was not about you. It was about them. It was a translation for, I am sorry that you are in pain. I see your pain, and I am now taking responsibility for it. It was the language of a tiny caretaker, desperately trying to manage the overwhelming emotions of the adults you depended on. And sometimes, it is learned by the scapegoated child. You were the one who was consistently blamed for the family's problems. You were the difficult one, the sensitive one, the source of the trouble. You internalized this story so deeply that it became your default setting. Now, as an adult, when a conflict arises, your automatic assumption is that you must be the one at fault. I'm sorry comes out of your mouth before you've even had a chance to assess the situation. It is the echo of a lifetime of being told that you are the problem. In all of these scenarios, this is the Fawn response in action. It is the ultimate act of appeasement. It is a strategy that says, I will make myself small. I will take the blame. I will absorb the conflict. So that you will not be angry with me. So that you will not reject me. So that you will not abandon me. It is a survival strategy. But the cost is immense. Because every time you apologize for something that is not your fault, you are sending a message to yourself. The message is, my feelings don't matter. My perspective is not valid. I am responsible for the feelings of others. I am a problem. You reinforce the very wound you are trying to protect. So let's become translators. Let's decode what you are really saying when you use your shield. When you say, I'm sorry, you might really be saying, I am deeply uncomfortable with this conflict, and I will do anything to make it stop. Or you might be saying, I can feel your anger, or your sadness, and that feeling is overwhelming and feels dangerous to me. Or, perhaps, I am preemptively taking the blame so that you will see me as good and safe, and not leave me. And so often, what you are really saying is, I am so sorry for having needs and taking up space. So how do we begin the brave work of putting down the shield? The goal is not to become a person who never apologizes. The goal is to reclaim the power and sincerity of a true apology. And to stop using it as a reflexive defense against the world. It starts with the pause. The next time you feel that familiar, compulsive urge to say I'm sorry. Just for 1 second, pause. Notice the feeling in your body. Is it fear? Guilt? Shame? Is it a genuine feeling of having done something wrong? Or is it that old, familiar survival instinct kicking in? Just the act of noticing creates a choice. The second step is to swap the language. You need to give your brain a new script to run. Instead of, sorry to bother you, try, is now a good time? Instead of, I'm sorry I'm so sensitive, try, I am feeling hurt by that comment. When someone bumps into you, instead of I'm sorry, try saying, it's okay. Or say nothing at all. You are building new neural pathways. It will feel awkward at first. That is a sign that it is working. The third step is to learn to offer empathy instead of apology. When a friend is telling you about their hard day, your instinct might be to say, oh, I'm so sorry. This is a subtle way of taking responsibility for their pain. Try this instead, that sounds incredibly difficult. Or, I can see how much that hurt you. Or, thank you for sharing that with me. I'm here for you. You are showing that you care deeply, without shouldering a burden that is not yours to carry. And finally, if you have done something wrong, practice a real, specific apology. A reflexive sorry is weak. A true apology is powerful. Instead of, sorry about earlier, try, I apologize for being dismissive of your feelings earlier. That was not fair to you, and I will work on listening better. This makes your apologies meaningful. It reserves them for the moments they are truly needed, which gives them back their power. Your habit of over-apologizing is not a weakness. It is a testament to the incredible skills you learn to survive. You learn to be empathetic, to de-escalate conflict, to be hyper-aware of the emotional world around you. The journey now is not to discard those skills. It is to learn that you are no longer that small child in a dangerous world. You are an adult, and you are safe now. You are safe enough to put down the shield. You are safe enough to take up your rightful space. And you are safe enough to save your apologies for when they are true. If this video was helpful for you, please show your support by clicking the like button. To continue this journey of healing, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. And if you know someone who is always saying they're sorry, please share this video. It might be the first time they understand the incredible strength behind their habit. Thank you for watching. You have nothing to apologize for.